Well, look, I might just say I'm not a business coach, right? But I do hang out with a lot of business coaches, and a lot of our clients are coaches. And so, what all I tried to do with my clients, I do notice they might think of ideas, but then they might get complacent and just go back into that group number two. But
Mm-hmm.
what I like to do was just have a call with them to find out where they're at, and then just brainstorm with them to figure out, what it is, what are their problems and things like that. But I think it's also good just to remind people like why they're in business, and they do have an awesome product or service, and then just think about, okay, how can we offer that in a different way? So it might be a matter of these are the steps that I recommend. Like, first of all, brainstorm with your customers, brainstorm with your team if you've got a team, and then just sort of list out a whole bunch of avenues that you could go. But yeah, try and think about, like, are there online opportunities that you're not currently doing? Like, for instance, I got a few clients, like my accountant, for instance, he started just offering group sessions where he would do online videos talking about the way the government's handling the pandemic and what it means to their businesses and things like that. And then there was a Pilates instructor that had just had an offline business, like an actual physical studio, Pilates studio. And then she came to us, we had a strategy call, and then I said, right, okay, why don't you just do some Zoom calls, talk to your customers, find out what they want. And they wanted to stay healthy and do Pilates still. So she started doing like Zoom call, like small group calls. And then from that, she recorded all of those Zoom group calls and put them into a membership. So now she's got an online membership. So, it's just, strategizing is number one. But yeah, I think talking to your clients, your prospects and your team, I think is definitely going to help. Think about online more. And then another thing you might want to think about is, like, if you've got a really good offer, like, double down on that. Like, you might have some offers that don't convert as well, and they might have dropped off, significantly in the pandemic. So, maybe trim the fat, get rid of all that stuff, and just double down on what's working. And then also think about, right, you've got this offer, it may not be working in this niche, this target market. Is there another target market that you could potentially just create a sales page for, and either drive some traffic there, whether it's paid or through your podcast or blog or whatever, or B, to your existing list, and just see what happens there. So I think, those things alone would definitely help, but you could also do some other things like, review the messaging on your website and your landing pages in general, because you've got to think about what's going through people's mind at that time when they're on your site, right? And if the pandemic's just hit or whatever, they're going to be thinking, okay, well, is this relevant to the current situation? So you might just tweak your headline to relate to the fact that, okay, I've got a solution for you, even though we're in this pandemic. But you don't want to talk about the actual pandemic, but you just want to tweak the wording to make sure it sort of relates to what's going on in their mind right now. So yeah, and like I said before, what was I going to say? Having calls with your clients is number one. There's no doubt about that. But if you can just try and brainstorm and talk to others, I really feel like there's a solution out there. You've just got to find it. You've just got to really dive deep.